Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us for KVAL News at 9 in Western Oregon Living. I'm Julie Chan, and Happy New Year. The Coos County Sheriff's Office has identified the 4 men who were on board the Eagle 3 when it crashed. 3 people are now safe after their boat flipped near the North Jetty off the Coos River. Healthy moves. Why did you start this organization? In today's Talkers, it's one of the most famous houses in Hollywood. The Playboy Mansion is now up for sale. The countdown is on for the opening of the new Veterans Administration outpatient clinic in North Eugene. Don't worry for families who are out there wondering if their students are okay.
Sure.
You should definitely go to the fairgrounds because that's where they're being bused to. And Umpqua Community College is about 180 miles away from Portland. When directors film in Boston, they often want the real deal when it comes to the sounds of Boston and its people. Anna Warner introduces us to a casting agent who finds the perfect Boston accent. A committee at Umpqua Community College is leaning towards tearing down Snyder Hall. That's where October's deadly shooting took place. Good morning, everyone. I have to say, Monday starts out slow, but then Tuesday it goes so quickly, and then we're already at Wednesday.
I know, it's crazy.
And one of the world's biggest New Year's Eve parties went down without a hitch in New York City. This morning, 2 people are dead and at least 3 are wounded after shooting in Israel. Police say a gunman opened fire at a bar in Tel Aviv. They say right now the motive is not clear. They don't know if the shooter was Palestinian or if the violence is gang-related. A manhunt is now underway to find the attacker. Oregon has already passed a law requiring background checks on all gun sales and transfers. State Representative Val Hoyle was one of the sponsors. She says the president's proposal is a step in the right direction. Some Oregon leaders and law enforcement agencies have chosen not to enforce Oregon's new gun law, saying it's too expensive or it infringes on the Second Amendment. Hoyle says the new action will give more funding to federal agencies to expand background checks. I'm Julie Chan. Meteorologist Travis Knudsen joins us now from the Weather Center. And Travis, tell us all about that rain. David Bowie left a mark on the world that's nearly impossible to put in words. As KVAL's Kelly Anderson reports, Bowie had a loyal fan base in Eugene, and his music was always in demand. Today's Talkers, stars are used to having fans throw themselves at them.
Well, this maybe was over the line. Singer Katy Perry had a fan publicly grope her in front of thousands.
I'm joined now by Zeus McClurkin of the Harlem Globetrotters. And Zeus, thanks so much for joining us here today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Now, you came into town yesterday and you're here till Friday and you've got a lot going on. So tell me about what you're doing.
Well, the Harlem Globetrotters have been around for the last 90 years, putting smiles on people's faces everywhere that we go. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today here in Eugene. I'm going to be visiting a YMCA and I'm going to be talking to the kids about the ABCs of bullying prevention. That's where I go in, Julie, and I just tell them how you can take action, how you can be brave, and also how you can have compassion on people who have been bullied, because bullying is a huge epidemic now. And this is all a part of our Great Assist initiative that we're doing this year. That's where you guys can log online to greatassist.com and you can nominate any type of noteworthy cause. Anybody that you know that needs a smile. Some examples of things that we do are we go to schools and we go to YMCAs and we talk about the ABCs of bullying prevention, but we're also going to a children's hospital today to do something called Smile Patrol. That's where I go into the rooms and try to put smiles on the kids' faces who maybe haven't had the best of news in the recent history.
Wow, so you're going to be all over the place today. First the YMCA and then Children's Hospital. And why is this bullying prevention really important to you? Did you ever have an experience with it?
Yes, actually, I did. And I think as athletes, we're naturally, we have this magnetism and this power, so to speak, that kids look up to us. And if I'm able to show them about my bullying experience and how I was able to make it through it, then they can too. I actually was bullied by a girl when I was in school, and I learned later that she liked me and didn't know how to tell me.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, and everyone needs hope, and they need to know how to get past all of that. So that's great. And then on Thursday night, you have your Harlem Globetrotters will be at the Matt Knight Arena.
Yes.
And tell me about that, or do you want to show me some tricks real quick?
Yeah, I'll show you some stuff, but you guys can see a lot more if you come to our game. So this Thursday night, you're going to see us at 7 o'clock. You can log online to harlemglobetrotters.com and grab tickets, which are still available. Okay. And you're going to see a lot of cool tricks. This is one that you'll see. I like to call it praying hands. I go right here. Julie taught me how to do all of this in the
Yeah, right. And you said you started in 5th grade. grade you started playing basketball?
Yeah, that was my first time, which was actually that was the first time I started playing, but I didn't make my first team until the 11th grade after a 5-inch growth spurt. So I actually used to be Julie's height a long time ago, but then I drank my milk, kids. If you want to be tall like me, you got to drink a lot of milk and always listen to your parents and teachers.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, well, clearly I didn't drink enough milk because I'm not nearly your height.
Well, you can still be a Harlem Globetrotter. We have 3 females on our team.
Wow.
Yeah, here, let's do a quick tryout. Hold your finger in the air for me. Are you right-handed?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Here we go. You can do this, Julie.
I don't know about that.
Nice.
Oh my God.
You're doing it.
Wait,
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. That's great. Well, if people come out, do you bring audience members up to like try it out or not really?
Yeah, so if you've never been to a Harlem Globetrotters game, this is what you'll see. You'll see a lot of high-flying slam dunks from people like myself and crowd participation like none other. We'll actually come up into the stands, you guys, and bring you down and shoot a shot with you. You never know what you're going to see.
That's great. Well, if you don't have your tickets yet, make sure you get them. And you can check out Zeus there Thursday night. All right. Well, we'll be right back after the break. Valentine's Day was meant working nonstop for a local chocolate company. The holiday schedule that keeps them busy. That's after the break. And now I'm joined by Tina Gross and Carolyn Brown of the Eugene Figure Skating Club. Ladies, thanks so much for joining me today. Carolyn, tell me a little bit about the ice rink.
Oh, the ice rink has been in our community since the early 90s. 1990, I think, is when it opened. And it's been full of skaters and life and families since then.
Wow, and you have a big show coming up this weekend.
We do. The Figure Skating Club is putting on a show for the community, as we've done for the last 20 years.
And how did you choose Relief Nursery?
We were looking for a local organization that we thought we could help and that they needed our help as well.
Right, so when people come out to watch the show this Saturday night, you aren't expecting them to pay for admission, but instead to bring an unwrapped gift for Relief Nursery, right?
Right, for babies through age 6.
Right, so something that'll be great for somebody who's just born to age 6.
Right.
And Tina, tell me, how are you involved?
I am an assistant instructor, and I do some volunteer work that way. I'm very excited about the show. I'm also doing a solo.
Did you grow up ice skating?
You know, I didn't. I skated maybe for 6 months or so when I was maybe 4 years old, and then picked it up again about a year and a half ago.
Wow, and you're a volunteer teacher there, so
correct.
you teach a bunch of young children?
And adults. That's the beauty of it. Adults don't really realize that there are resources out there where they can learn to skate, even, at any age, basically, even if they didn't do it as children.
You mentioned to me earlier that the costumes are looking really great, and
they are.
Have a lot of people helping out with this program.
That's right. It's a community effort, I feel like.
Good. And the show starts Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Goes to 8:45. And you're encouraging everybody in the community to come out. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here with me today. Appreciate it. With all the rain tapering off in Lane County, high pressure is moving back in. But with it, a new air stagnation advisory is in effect for Eugene Springfield. KVL's Tom Adams has more on mounting concerns about air quality.
I can't believe that thing was $600.
Well, it's a milli.
Excuse me.
Well, anyways, I thought it was very nice.
I mean, it looked fine. I mean, I don't care what people wear, but $600 though? I mean, I'll go to like Target or Kohl's and
I guess it goes back to men don't spend as much as women on things.
I bet you
clothes,
could probably get
whatever
something
it
that
is.
looked very similar for that for like probably $60, $70, which is quite.
At Target, maybe. All right, coming up next is Western Oregon Living. We'll be back with more news in about 15 minutes.